Good afternoon and warm welcome to all of you. I'm Yves Ferreira, the head of the regional representation for the Caribbean at the European Investment Bank. So finally, this is the big day for our MicroPitch CARICOM. My congratulations, of course, to the 10 finalists representing 6 different countries and that made it. Let's not forget that there were 185 applicants out of 18 countries to start with. In this process, we also had 3 specific training sessions and a masterclass. So let me take this opportunity to pay tribute to our colleagues from Frankfurt School of Finance and Management for their talent in organizing all these events. I also want to thank the sponsors of this business plan competition, namely the European Union, UNDP, the Caribbean Export Development Agency, the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, Figaro Development Finance Corporation of Belize, Lasco Financial Services of Jamaica, Sofides of Haiti, and Marian Sanchez Carniglia, International Pitching and Storytelling Trainer and Coach. But also the various partners for their cooperation. Thank you very much to the Caribbean Development Bank, the Compete Caribbean Partnership Facility, the Caribbean Microfinance Alliance, Grenada Development Bank, St. Lucia Development Bank, Dominica Agriculture and Industrial and Development Bank, Aid Bank, the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce of Jamaica, and ACME from Haiti. I can already feel the energy, the enthusiasm for this event. So without further ado, let me move on. Let's move on and hand over to my colleague Floris, the master of the event. Thank you very much. Have fun.
Thank you, Yves, and welcome everybody. My name is Floris Vermeulen. I represent the European Investment Bank in the Southern and Eastern Caribbean. Together with Yves, we represent the EIB in the region. I'm trying to support businesses, small businesses, such as many as we're going to meet today. We're very excited to have reached the end of this journey, the MicroPitch journey. We've had online trainings, we've had pitch trainings, and we've had, of course, our semifinals, which led us here today. And we're very pleased for everyone that's logging in to watch the pitch event. Thank you for joining us. If you're familiar with Zoom, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, there's a Q&A and a chat function. We would really like to encourage you to use the chat function to share your views and exchange between the audience. Tell us where you're from, who you're supporting. If you have any questions you want to address or you want between each other as like a forum, please go ahead and use the chat for that. And if there's any specific question which you would like us to address, as in the presenters today, together with the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management or the jury, please use the Q&A function. We won't have time to talk about the questions, but we'll try and answer whatever we can in the Q&A chat function during the event. So without further ado, welcome Elijah, Nikisha, Venice, Cavell, Joseph, Miguel, Mark, Kimberly, Jennifer, and Jody, and congratulations for making it this far. We're going to have 10 pitches for you tonight, and we hope that we're going to blow you away with these wonderful businesses that we have for you. Before we start, though, we're going to have a few words from Fatma Dirkes, who is from the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, and we'd like to thank Frankfurt School for organizing this whole MicroPitch journey with the trainings and the competition. They're running our consulting program for small, medium-sized enterprises across the Caribbean and have been for the last 3 years, and they're a very valuable partner for the European Investment Bank. So over to Fatma, who has a video recorded message for us.
Thank you, Floris. Dear CARICOM entrepreneurs, dear MicroPitch finalists, dear all. It's a great pleasure to be with you today in this virtual finals of the MicroPitch business plan competition. Founding a business is surely not an easy part. You might repeatedly question yourself and your decision and potentially feel insecure about the next steps. This is why starting a business is a brave step, and I congratulate all entrepreneurs that are present today for taking this step. The last year surely have not been easy, and each and every one of us had to face unforeseen challenges. Sometimes we have to become creative to overcome challenges. In keeping with the slogan of this finals, innovate yourself, make the best of your business, innovation is a valuable tool to adapt to new circumstances. The MicroPitch candidates and finalists demonstrated that they have creative minds and innovative ideas, all the while creating impact in the communities they are operating in and focusing on environmental sustainability. What an impressive combination. It is not easy to face new circumstances, but together many things are easier. The MicroPitch offers entrepreneurs the opportunity to gain skills that will help them in their entrepreneurship journey, to connect with mentors, exchange experiences with other entrepreneurs, expand the client's portfolio, search for funding or investment sources, and to establish network within the regional and local business ecosystem. And the remarkable number of more than 180 applications show that the Caribbean MSME arena is getting bigger and bigger. I am proud that we as Frankfurt School, together with the European Investment Bank and the sponsors and partners, were able to create a platform to support enterprise in the CARICOM countries. And I want to thank the partners and sponsors to their commitment and support. Congratulations to the MicroPitch finalists. Each of you has shown great potential and persistence. You can surely be proud of yourself. Being proactive, being eager to learn, and being brave enough to take the stage and present your business is a key success. But also congratulations to all entrepreneurs that applied to the MicroPitch. I encourage you to persist, to continue finding innovative solutions, and to trying new business ideas. Be proud of your achievements. Continue your journey as lifelong learners and successful entrepreneurs. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the best for 2022. But first, enjoy the MicroPitch finals and good luck to the finalists. Thank you.
Inspiring words there from Fatma Dirkus from across the Atlantic from Germany. I would also now actually like to give the floor to Patrick Mufarij. Patrick is an entrepreneur based in Barbados. He's successfully launched several businesses in various different sectors. He's now moved into the crypto space. We've invited Patrick just to say a few words of his experience as an entrepreneur and what he calls ambidextrous entrepreneurship. So Patrick, please go ahead and share some of your insights, please.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Congratulations, everybody. Special thanks to the EIB Frankfurt School of Finance and Management. I really want to congratulate you all for being here today. Like everyone said many times, 185 candidates, and we're down to 10. And before you even start your pitches, I'd like to invite you all just to close your eyes. Picture yourself with your family at the end of this, getting a big hug, whoever's around you. Remember that the fact that you are down to this last 10 means you really have already won. If tonight you don't walk away with a prize that you wanted, remember how sought after you are and how many other opportunities you can go for. If you got this far, you can get this far again and again and again and again. The proof is right now. I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 13. It's all I really know. I tried to get a normal job once. It didn't really work out very well. But when we look at what makes up an entrepreneur, the reality is it's a combination of everything. There is no mold. But there is one element that I love, and it's what I love talking about, and that is ambidextrous minds. People have often said left brain is all about being technical and the right brain is all about being creative. And I'd like to invite you to be both. not be both at an average level. Be left brain as well as the best left brain people out there. Be right brain as well as the best right brain people there are out there, and be both together at the same time. Why do you have to be technically minded or creative? Truly, the answer is, what have you practiced most of? When you were at school and you said, I'm not good at maths, I'm going to do creative stuff, you stopped caring about maths. You never developed it. And the truth is, if you're just not good at maths and it stops working, you will give up. It's a horrible subject. But if that one teacher changes everything, that one person comes in your life and shows you that actually it makes all the sense in the world, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it, if only you knew. So I've come to here to talk to you about being both left and right brain. I've looked at the entries and I absolutely love what I've seen. Hurricane-proof agriculture, talking about resilience, food sovereignty. We're looking about curing NCDs, and it's from culture, it's from society, it's from the fact that all the most rubbish foods available are the cheapest and the most available to the poorest in society. Who are the ones who will suffer with the NCDs, who will suffer with heart problems? I look at environmental resilience coming from Life or Life, however you want to pronounce it. Obviously, I was going to get it wrong. I look at Elaine's Caribbean crochet. You're continuing a legacy. You're taking what your grandmother taught, taking what you're doing from generation onto generation. When I look at STEM builders, I look at understanding what it means to value the importance of education. Happy teachers, Caribbean refugees around the world, what are they doing? How are they surviving? How are they adapting? And by teaching, by using educational tools, by equipping people with what they need to do what's right, we're all making the world a better place. When I look at JD's natural hair crack, I mean, brilliant, amazing. We've got bamboo straws, and now we can brand them Marc Jacobs. Yeah, you couldn't make it more easy. This is brilliant. High Spot from Haiti to the world. There's so much love when you look at the local app that allow all these Caribbean businesses to be accessible. What I've noticed here is you've all asked yourself questions. You've all said, with what I've got, what can I do? What can I do given the resources that I have, the education that I've had, the things I've taught myself, the things I've learned through my experiences? And I love that. So I'd like to encourage you to take a moment to start to think ambidextrously as an entrepreneur. And what that means is be crazy. Be crazy. Go out, right brain, right? Right brain, creativity. Go crazy. But do it on purpose. Do it on purpose. You want to be artistic, but be focused on something. If you want to be an artist and it's okay if you don't make money, that's a hobby. When we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about how are you going to earn a living? How are you going to make your family stand a chance? How are you going to survive in this big bad world? If you're going to be creative, be creative. When you're creative, you can take a picture and it will say 1,000 words. Okay, now pick 5 words. So be creative, but be concise. Have a point. And I always want you to ask yourselves the same question. Once you've finished everything, once you've achieved anything, stop and say, and then what? So when I come to any of you, I say, so what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to make this product and this product. And then what? Well, I'm then going to do this, and I'm then going to, and then what? Well, I'm gonna, when people talk about left brain and right brain, technically minded, the left brain is always been described to be a sequence of events. You think things through, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. When you look at right brain people, the idea is you're looking at a type of thinking where you look at the goal and then you work backwards. I know what I want. How am I going to get there? You're all in an incredible position to use all of these things. And I laugh when people say, think outside of the box. The only reason there was a box to start with is because somebody told you to think outside of it. Don't think outside of it. Don't even be anywhere near the box. There is no box. Let go. Let all your creativity flow, but ask yourself again and again, and then what? So you have the opportunity now to have incredible mentors, even incredible money. You have the opportunity to be surrounded. You've just networked. Today, everybody here has suddenly been connected. Take the opportunity to get out. Take the opportunity to think differently. You've been given a gift of life and education beyond your wildest dreams. So with what we have today, with what we've got, what can we do? I have two little stories. One, it's a book. I didn't invent this one, that's for sure. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? It's a story of some mice. And the long and short of it is the piece of cheese that they've all been living off disappears. The first mouse, super quick to react. I gotta go. He goes looking for the cheese. The next mouse is like, that's crazy. It's too dangerous. What's he doing? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna follow him. Takes time, deliberates, thinks about it, but goes. Third mouse, who's stuck with the fourth mouse. Fourth mouse doesn't want to move. Fourth mouse is, the cheese is going to come back to me. The cheese was always there. The cheese will come back. Third mouse is thinking, well, the other two mice have gone. I don't want to leave you alone, but I don't think this is the right place to be. And the book finishes with the third mouse eventually leaving. Now, why do I say this? Because times are going to change. Your product is going to change. The market is going to change. And the information you are given is going to change. And I'd like you to stop, and I'd like you to breathe, and I'd like you to say, and then what? Understand what it means. Don't stop and say, I should be okay if I carry on and I stay this course nonetheless. Of course you can do that. That's what most of us do. I am here preaching to you, and I can tell you I'm guilty of everything I'm telling you not to do. All of it. Watch 3 TED Talks back to back. You'll be so motivated you could run a marathon. But do it. Lift yourself up. I have one more little story. It's a story of a dog who walks through a park, and next to a tree, he finds a huge chicken that nobody has touched. It's perfectly seasoned. It's delicious. And he eats the whole chicken and nobody says a thing. Those were the glory days. And every day for the rest of his life, that dog comes back to the park. And every single day, that dog goes to the same tree in the hope that there's a chicken there. But there isn't. But there isn't. So where you find glory in the past, you might not find glory in the future. Be prepared to understand when it's time to change tack. You're already loving everything that you do. You're doing it with a passion, and that's the best bit. No one can stop you. And I'm so excited to be surrounded by all of these people virtually. 10 people from 185. You know what percentage that is? That's nobody knows what percentage that is. It's 5%. It's 5%. So learn, continue to learn. Face outwards, not inwards. When sales aren't good, don't think about improving your product. Think about finding new people. Find more and more people. Sell to more and more people. Be creative. Go crazy, but be focused. Be noticed, but for the right reason. You have so many opportunities to transform your life from here, for you and for your family. So I would like to urge you now to say, well, what do I want my company to be? Do I want it to be a company that's going to be sold to someone or licensed out by a huge conglomerate? I want to sell 35 million items a year. I'm going to lose a lot of control. But once you have that money, do you know how many other companies you can start? Do you know how many people you can help? Do you know how many times you can start and fail and it's okay? You're in a position today where you've already been told you've won. What are you going to do with that? If you get this prize money, what are you going to do with more prize money? Get it. Go get it. Go get 10 prize monies. Get as many as you want. Keep growing. Keep the money coming in. Keep your business alive. But remember, if it looks like you're doing the wrong thing, accept it. Say, what else can I do given what I have? So many projects, the best projects, flop because people didn't go looking for the money. You are entrepreneurs, you are here today, and you've already won. So take a deep breath. You're about to start your pitch. You're about to have barely minutes to change what could be the course of your business. Take a deep breath and remember you've already won. You have so much to be proud of. So thank you very much for having me. Best of luck today. Go and kill it. Make a big difference. And thank you very, very much again for having me. Thank you, Flores.
Patrick, thank you so much for those inspiring words and for sharing your experiences as an entrepreneur. I think you've inspired a lot of people today, maybe not just our finalists, but also hopefully the people joining in the audience. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Actually, and I should mention for the audience, you also get the chance to vote tonight. There will be a prize for the audience favorite. So, please stick with us. And at the end, when the jury is deliberating, you'll also have a chance to vote on your favorite business tonight and the best pitch. Before we get going, we'll show a short video about what MicroPitch is all about, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. And then we'll get through to quickly presenting the jurors and starting the pitching itself. I think the video should be coming any second now. Or maybe not. Here we go.
Your customers are key to your business success.
And they tend to have a little issues for companies that are starting up. So SMEs, it's very easy to get on a marketplace.
Performance standards, typology, whatever you would like to look at, of the IFC, of the CDC, of the EIB, they are probably all categorized in these similar categories, and they may help you understand
any or what impact will I have in my community. That are other maybe answers or impacts that we want to reflect.
Not everything is bought in terms of cash.
Thanks very much. There you see the overview of MicroPitch, the journey we've been on, and some of the prizes that we're going to be handing out tonight. Also, thanks to your voting for everyone in the audience. We got mentorship and we got some cash prizes. We have best female entrepreneur. We have some country prizes, and that's all thanks to our sponsors tonight, who we mentioned at the beginning and who you can see in the background here of our picture, that have made these prizes possible. Now, without further ado, let us quickly introduce our jury, and then we can get to the pitching. Klaus from the Frankfurt School, please do the honors.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Floris. Good afternoon to everybody. My name is Klaus Hesse. I'm part of the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management and the organization team of the MicroPitch this time. As you have seen already, we have coming a long way from the MicroPitch and are very happy to have been able to receive 180 applications from 18 countries from the whole region as well. There were a few from the US and as well from Kenya and Africa. So we are really happy to get such a big amount of people interested in the MicroPitch. We have selected out of this 180, 23 semi-finalists, which we have trained recently in 2 specific pitch trainings. And then I've selected finally 10 finalists which will pitch tonight in front of the jury. And how does it work? It's very easy. The pitch is a business planning competition, and it will have 3 parts. We have the first part, which is the pitch itself, where each of the entrepreneurs will present their businesses and their plans. And afterwards, let's say they will get 2 questions from the jury. And then finally, the members of the jury will evaluate the presentations and the pitches on mainly 2 criteria. The first one is on the business, to see is the business operational, it is sustainable, the business, what is the impact of the business on the environment and as well on the community, and to see maybe if it is very innovative. This is on the business itself, and then we have another criteria, which is the pitch. So we'll see if the pitch was well structured and it was spoken very clearly, and as well if the entrepreneur was very passionate about his business and went very enthusiastic. So this is, let's say, how it is structured, the pitch. So it's very easy, and we will do this 10 times because we have 10 finalists tonight with you. And in the end, the jury, let's say, we will go into a separate room and discuss on the pitches and define the winners of the event. And this is how it will happen. And good luck to all the finalists tonight. And with this, I get started to present the jury. And the first is Eve Ferreira from the European Investment Bank. Eve, your turn.
Hello, good evening again, everyone. Yves Ferreira, representing the European Investment Bank. With my colleague Klaus, it's already our 3rd MicroPitch as a juror. So very excited to be member of this jury and going through those fantastic presentations of new business and existing businesses in the Caribbean, CARICOM. Thank you very much.
We will jump now, let's say, to Marlon Clark from the UNDP. Marlon, please come in.
Hi, good night, everyone. Thank you, Klaus. And congratulations to all of the finalists. You are already winners. My name is Marlon Clark. I am the program manager at UNP Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean for Prevention, Recovery, and Resilience. So good luck again to everyone tonight.
Thank you very much, Marlon. And I hand over to Annie Bertrand from the Caribbean Export Development Agency.
Yes,
Annie,
good evening, everyone. This is Annie. I work as a resource mobilization and partnership development with the Caribbean Export. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Annie. Next one in the line is Carl Burrell from the Innovation Center in Jamaica. Karen, please come in.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Carlington World here from the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center. It's a pleasure to be here and looking forward to the pitches and the presentation this evening. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Carlton. And hand over to Ipena Lucien from Haiti. Please come in, Ipena.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the 10 finalists. I am Ipena Lucien, the director of Sophie Conseil. Sophie Conseil is a non-financial department of Sophides, which existed since March 1983. And Sophides is a non-financial institution mainly contributing to the economic development of SMEs in the country. So we are really happy to be part of that initiative, and we wish the best to the winners. Thank you.
Excellent, Ipena. Thank you very much from the greetings from Haiti. And now with this, let's say we jump over to Belize with Judith Leslie. Judith, please come in.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Greetings from Belize. Judith Leslie from Development Finance Corporation, and best of luck to all the participants. You are all winners.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Judith. And last but not least, we have Jeremiah Edwards from Lasco Financial Services in Jamaica. Jeremiah, please come in. So, Guy, we don't hear you. Maybe your microphone.
Is it better now? Good evening, everyone.
Excellent.
Awesome. My name is Shoyege Edwards from Lasco Financial Services. I'm a county manager. At Lasco Financial Services, we support MSMEs with innovative, convenient, and simple solutions through our Lasco Money Cambio, Lasco Microfinance, and Lasco Base, our e-commerce platform. Congratulations to all our finalists, and we look forward to your pitches and selections of the winner. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you much, Guy. We keep on going with Floris. Floris, please come in.
Thanks, Klaus, and thank you to our jurors for joining us tonight and for sharing your expertise and helping us evaluate these wonderful businesses. This is the moment you've been waiting for, everyone. This is the start of the pitching competition. Our first entrepreneur is from Jamaica. It's Cavell Hilton, who runs a company called STEM Builders Learning Hub. Cavell, we're going to give you 3 minutes to pitch your business, please. I hope everyone's ready. Jurors, get ready with your scoring sheets. The moment has come. Over to you, Cavell.
Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for STEM? Are you ready for STEM Builders Box? Hi, I'm Cavell Hilton, CEO and founder of STEM Builders Learning Hub, an education technology social enterprise that is dedicated to building STEM skills in students from as early as 3 years old. We are headquartered in the beautiful island of Jamaica and was founded in 2020 out of a desire to help students gain access to quality STEM educational resources, regardless of where they go to school, their socioeconomic background, or gender. You know, when I was in high school, my favorite subject was chemistry, but guess what? We did not have a chemistry teacher or a science lab. So several years later, I actually became a science teacher, but not much had changed in our education system, unfortunately. In fact, according to the Global Competitiveness Index 2017 to 2018, when it comes to the quality of math and science education, out of 137 countries, Jamaica actually ranked 73rd. And when it comes to the availability of scientists and engineers, we actually ranked 88th. So using my 11 plus years of experience as a science educator, researcher, project manager, and entrepreneur, I created a solution, Jamaica's first, and dare I say, the Caribbean's first educational service provider that locally manufactures and distributes STEM kits with instructions and activities that are tailored to our local curriculum and that embodies our Caribbean identity. It is all about inclusion. Out of many, we are one. Since our inception, we have created over 10 prototypes, 50 of which we have sold while still in the prototype stage. We have impacted over 3,000 students, and we have raised over $26,000 US in capital. Right now, we want to take this a step further, but of course, we need your help, right? So we want to make our kits available to the entire Caribbean. And we also want to reach that 45% of the students that do not have internet access, because poor infrastructure and internet access are a major issue in our country, in Jamaica. So we need your help to do that. We want to ensure that we can reach the students that do not have internet access through our mobile hub. So STEM Builders is launching, yes, a mobile hub to reach that 45% of the education of the population that is without internet access, because with a mobile hub, we can transcend geography. So we're asking for your help to make this a reality. Our team, of course, consists of business experts, marketing, and STEM academics, right? And so we're on a mission to transform STEM education in Jamaica. Of course, we operate in a market that is growing, the EdTech market that is growing. And we also are in a market with STEM educational toys, which is a $1 billion industry, which continues to increase due to increased interest in STEM. Hence, our strategic move is to grow this business and to move forward. So we need your help today. And I'm appealing to you to join us on this mission. STEM for one, STEM for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cavell, for that inspiring pitch. The format is that after the pitch, there'll be two jurors that will each ask a question. We'd like to ask you to respond as briefly as possible within a minute. Part of the pitch competition, you don't have much time to convince the jurors and the audience. So the first question, actually, I'm going to ask you, Pena, please, if you can ask your question to Cavell.
Yes, Cavell, could you please describe what you would like to implement exactly?
Okay, so right now we are STEM Builders Learning Hub, right? So we actually have tutors and we have courses and we have a STEM Builders activity box, which is actually filled with materials and things that are tailored to our local curriculum. So what we want to do is we want to take this a step further by creating a STEM Builders mobile hub, which is like a STEM Builders bus, and that will contain all our materials. We'll have our tutors on board. We'll also facilitate online learning, and it will be able to reach persons who do not have internet access. It will also be able to create jobs and to reach the students, unattached youths who actually reside in volatile communities.
Brilliant. Thanks, Cavell. And thanks for the question, Bettina. The next question, I believe, is going to come from Klaus.
Yes, thank you very much, Cavell. Congratulations, very good pitch. I know, let's say, that in Jamaica, that you see many men and boys, let's say, don't have any education. So mostly the women are really educated, are the ones who are in the universities. Have you considered this as well in your structure and your vision and mission of the company?
Certainly, Certainly. As a parent of a son, so I have a son, so I have a vested and personal interest in this actually. And I will tell you, the actual students that we tutor are mostly males. And we do believe that the online environment sometimes you have to make learning for males hands-on. It has to be practical. They like to do things. And when I had my students who were mostly males, like build a robot, do engineering, that is something that they are very much interested in, coding, robotics, all of that. And so we definitely want to ensure, especially you mentioned that, you know, this is a major issue in Jamaica where you do have more educated women, and sometimes our males, they're at the stoplight, they're struggling to get jobs. And so this is definitely a part of our mission about having equal access. So we don't want access for a few, we want access for all. And we want to ensure that our males are at the forefront of this. All genders actually are at the forefront of this, especially where males want to make sure that they are getting that stimulation, they're getting that practical activity that will not only help them to move forward or get a job, but will inspire them to even take on entrepreneurship.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Cavell. We're now going to give the jurors just a few moments to finish their evaluation. Thank you for your inspiring pitch. To me, it sounds like your business really is addressing so many challenges that Jamaica and even the region was facing at the same time. And it's inspiring to hear your story. So thank you for joining us tonight. And wish you every success. So as we move on, I'm sure the jurors have had time now to put in their scores. It's time to move to Barbados. And I'd like to welcome, please, Kimberly King from the Soul Fire Wellness Center, who is also going to pitch her business to us tonight. Kimberly, the floor is yours.
Good night. I'm Dr. Kimberly King, and I'm the founder of Soul Fire Wellness Center. And we're taking the progressive stance to utilize lifestyle medicine to combat chronic non-communicable diseases in my community. Tonight, I want to start with a story. I want to share about my grandfather. My grandfather was a bad diabetic, and he always used to joke at how the nurses at the community polyclinic used to be so alarmed at his blood sugar levels, as when they did the readings, it just read high. Now, for those of you who don't know, that meant that his blood sugar levels actually exceeded the maximum the machine was programmed to read. He was totally oblivious to the danger he faced. So one day my grandfather left home and he never made it back. He was found dead some days later in a secluded area of a local nature sanctuary. It's thought that his blood sugar levels were so high that he got confused and he wasn't able to make it back out. My grandfather died alone, probably confused and afraid. I started Soul Fire Wellness to change the fate of others like my grandfather. Tonight, as we speak, high blood sugar is the #1 risk factor causing disease in Barbados, and diabetes is one of the leading causes of death. Furthermore, it's estimated that 1 in 5 adults, or 43,000 people in my nation, currently have diabetes and don't even know. Conventionally, NCDs are treated with medication, but you remove the medication and the disease persists. It persists because the habits and the lifestyle persists. At Soul Fire Wellness Center, we screen every client for risk factors, and we focus exclusively on implementing health and wellness programs that speak to the root cause of these diseases. We also, within our business model, cater to point-of-care laboratory testing and offer health and nutrition supplements for sale. Our target demographic are working mothers, as they are the backbone of our community and their influence has the most impact. Operating profits are netted to stand at approximately 80,000 Barbados dollars by year 3 and about double that by year 5. We plan to funnel the profits into an NGO that targets supporting health and wellness programs for teenagers, and there's considerable scope to offer subsidized services to more less fortunate members of our community. We require capital to facilitate expansion, purchase laboratory equipment, as well as to finance a robust marketing campaign. Barbados spends approximately $14.6 million every year on diabetes alone, and that number continues to rise. We've been operating for about 2 years now, And what drives me is a place that I keep hidden deep within my soul. It holds the memory of my grandfather and the countless people that I've seen suffer and die at the hands of NCDs like diabetes. I've found my purpose. And tonight I speak directly to yours, and I humbly request that you help me to introduce my holistic health and wellness solution to the NCD crisis, Soulfire Wellness Center, to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for those inspiring words. We'll have questions from the jury. Ipena, I think you have a question.
Yes, thank you, Kimberly. Nice presentation. Very passionate in how you were presenting. My question is regarding your approach on holistic. How is it really considered in your country?
You mean how it's taken in my country? Yes, so it is a very new model approach to treating NCDs, because obviously traditionally or conventionally I would say people go to doctor when they're sick. They don't necessarily come to doctor for health and wellness programs, but I've been building a strong client base who are really tuned into what I have to offer. So lifestyle medicine, which is what I currently practice, is an emerging branch of conventional medicine, and it uses lifestyle modification to combat NCDs specifically. So there's 6 parameters that we would break down a lifestyle into: sleep, your nutrition, your activity, your relationships, your ability to manage stress, as well as your relationship with addictive substances, with alcohol. So what I do is that I hone in on each of aspects of that in someone's lifestyle, and we try to work, because obviously if we institute, say, a diet and exercise program, but you're stressed out at work, and or you're not managing the relationships at home, and there's no support structure, then it's hard for you to keep focused on that. So although it's new, it is receiving good feedback, and I've been receiving a lot of referrals, and actually we've doubled our profits from 1 year to 2 years.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Kimberly.
Fantastic. That is great to see, especially because not only is it profits, but it's also healthy people that are.
Definitely. And it's so like, you can't not see human suffering. So it's like passionate.
Carlington, you have a question as well.
Yes, thank you so much. And, great presentation, Dr. King. I think, what you're doing there is so impactful. But my question is, how did you get to narrow down to the 6 particular area that you decided to focus on, that, this would be the whole sum of the, your wellness center?
So Carrollton, I would like to claim that for myself, but it is actually a legitimate branch of medicine called lifestyle medicine. So those standards have been set. Those are internationally set standards, and those are internationally recognized parameters that we utilize as lifestyle medicine specialists to break down how we're going to approach addressing the health issues within persons with NCDs. So that's not mine. That is actually a recognized body. So actually this is very, very new. I would say lifestyle medicine hit the ground running within the last 5 years, and now there is board certification offered to medical specialists. And so it's very new, but I am ahead of the game. I'm trying to get it pushed in my country. And so yes, that's not mine. I can't claim that. So yeah, that's how I came up with that.
Understand. Thank you so much for your response.
Thanks, Kimberly, and thanks for the questions from the jury. Let's give the jury a few moments to put their scores and their comments into their evaluation sheet. Another inspiring business from Barbados with Kimberly King and the Soulfire Wellness Center. For anyone that's not in Barbados, I'm sure you can reach out to Kimberly via presumed Facebook, and also benefit from her expertise when it comes to non-communicable diseases. A very nice pitch there. also referring to some data, the shocking amount of expenditure that Barbados has when it comes to dealing with non-communicable diseases and especially diabetes. And that, of course, doesn't even capture the human cost of people losing their mobility and the quality of their life. And so many of these diseases and ailments can be solved with lifestyle choices. So very inspiring. Kimberly breaking ground there with that. Okay, everyone, we will now move on to our third finalist. We're going to Belize, and I would like to welcome, please, Miguel Angel Huertas, who will be telling us about his business, Happy Life. Miguel, the floor is yours.
I cannot access the screen. The camera isn't on. Can you see the camera?
Not quite. We can see your logo.
Yes, I'm trying to. The host asked you to start the video. Okay, excellent.
Yes, I believe it's working now. Welcome, Miguel.
Yes.
Excellent. Over to you.
Everyone. Good night, everyone. Did you know that by 2050, the world population will increase to 9.7 billion, creating an increase of food demand of 70%? Happy Life recognizes and finds meaning to the word of Albert Einstein, where he once said, if bees disappear from the surface of the globe, man will only have 4 years to live, which means no bees, no pollination, no plants, no animals, and no humans. The greatest contribution of bees to the environment and the ecosystem is pollination, which bees pollinate 70% of the food we eat. Happy Life is the leading innovator of beekeeping and manufacturer of bee-based products. Our innovative spirit has led us to produce a wide array of products under several product lines, being consumables, such as pure honey, infused honeys. Wouldn't you like to look 5 years younger? Happy Life provides cosmetics, beeswax, anti-aging facial cream, stretch marks cream, and acne cream. Do you suffer any joint, respiratory, or muscle problem? Happy Life also specializes in pharmaceuticals. We have a vapor rub, beeswax candle, properly spray and droplets, and also there's an apitoxin, which is the bee venom, an amazing product. In honey, we have another product, which is mead. It is the first alcoholic beverage in the world, drunk by the Romans, the Greeks, and the Vikings. Let me introduce to our team my beautiful wife, Maria Huertas, Administrative and Financing Officer for 6 years with an associate's degree in Information Technology, presently pursuing a bachelor's degree in Business Administration at UNIT, Mexico. And myself, a technician for 6 years with an associate's degree in agriculture, 8 years in the beekeeping industry, an apiculturist and certified apitherapist. Happy Life also does apitherapy, which is the use of bee-based products to control pain, inflammation, and negative effects with an 80% effectiveness in the management of any illness. Harry Parkin Institute of Medicinal Research and the University of Western Australia research on the death of cancer cells being treated with apitoxin. It is a complete natural therapy and safe with the environment. Our team put together provide a solid business administration and a beekeeping experience. We are whom you are looking for. Participating in MicroPitch is the boost we need to consolidate our business ideas. And with the finance, we will increase the number of colonies, production, and allow to officially launch our brand to all our products into the market. We have the energy, the motivation, the willingness, and the commitment to strive to become one of the most innovative business in Belize. We see this as an opportunity, not only for us, but also for the beekeepers who supply us with their product, because our product represents a community of farmers. By investing in Happy Life, you are supporting Save the Bee commitment, advocate to women and youth in beekeeping and conservation of the ecosystem. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Miguel, for that inspiring pitch about Happy Life and all the amazing products that bees can provide. We have some questions from the jury. Judith, you have your question, please, for Miguel.
Hi, Miguel. Very good job. Can I ask?
Thank you.
If you can name 2 indicators you use to measure the performance of your business.
Can I hear the question again? it was broken.
Okay, if you can name 2 indicators that you use to measure the performance of your business.
Two indicators to perform. Can I hear the question once more? The line is breaking.
Okay. What are the indicators? What are the indicators that you use to measure the performance of your business? If your business is increasing in revenue, in customer base, how you measure the performance of your business on a monthly basis, what you do to measure the impact or success of your business?
Okay, thank you for your question. One of the way is that it is a new product and the people are getting aware of it, and everyone is driving more to a natural product for a medicinal purpose. And the other one, we are seeing that the importance of protecting the bees, protecting the ecosystem, and that is another area in which people are trying to find rather than going to the normal that we have out there. Everyone is trying to find a good source of health and a good source of controlling and protecting the environment. Those are the 3 ones in which has been helping us to produce and to sell our product.
Thanks very much. And Eve, I believe you have a question as well for Miguel.
Yes, thank you, Floris. Miguel, congratulations for your pitch. You mentioned the fact that you are going to work, or you are working already with a network of farmers that will supply the honey to your company that I presume you will be processing in products that you mentioned. I'd like to know, how do you organize that relationship with the farmers? What is your capacity, outreach capacity, geographically? How many farmers can you accommodate in this network?
At the moment, we purchase honey from around 15 farmers. What we do when it is in honey season, we provide them with a secure market. We have to monitor the quality of the honey. We have to measure how they process the honey, and that's how we connect with each farmer. What is affecting or what they need is a secure market in which we have. Another one is that the farmers that are gonna join us, and what we need is more capital in which we can supply. We work presently only for Orange Walk, but eventually in the future we are going to target the entire country. So our product in which we have our own bees, our own colony, our own apiary. We will, together with ours and from the country, we can supply the entire country. And if we have that in a few years, we can export, we can target export market as well. So what we're needing is capital in order for us to create and grow our business.
Thanks very much, Miguel. Jurors, please mark your scores. An inspiring nature-based business from Belize, a wide range of products, not just honey and infused honey and alcoholic beverages, but also cosmetics and also for health and pain relief. Miguel, I hope you get the chance to one day also sell your products in Barbados at the Soul Fire Wellness Center. I'm sure they have some space on the shelves for these products.
Definitely will.
Who'd have thought actually that just bees could produce such a wide range of products which are beneficial for us? And we wish you every success with your business going forwards.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, jurors, we're going to move on to the next competitor. We're now going to go to Dominica, and I would like to welcome, please, Jody Dublin Dangleben, who is going to talk about her business about JD's Naturals. Jody, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Good evening, judges. I want you to challenge yourself. For the next hour, try not to touch anything made of plastic. Impossible, right? Because plastics are everywhere. They have officially taken over. I am Jody Dangleben, a trained organic cosmetic formulator from Dominica, and I am the owner of JD's Naturals, a company that produces natural hair, skin, and household products. We have a range of over 6 products which are sold island-wide and international. We aim to become a fully sustainable company, and so our annual contribution of over 5,000 single-use plastic bottles to a landfill that is well beyond capacity is disheartening to us. Globally, 120 billion shampoo and conditioner bottles are produced annually, clogging landfills, oceans, and contributing to climate change and greenhouse gas emissions. My little island knows all too well the effects of climate change, having experienced the ravages of Hurricane Maria, from which we are still recovering today. And so in order to solve this problem, we explored collecting and sanitizing used bottles, but an idea we rejected because of the high energy costs and capital involved. And so we dreamily thought, like there was no box at all, about a product that required no packaging at all. Just picture a soap and shampoo having a baby. Poof, the birth of the shampoo bar. So our bars are solid versions of traditional liquid shampoo with the same properties and then some more. We're going to use our signature stinging nettle, or zooty as we locally call it, and these has benefits for hair and skin. We can also use this idea to create solid conditioners, lotions, and scrubs. From market analysis, we saw that the personal care industry is worth $500 billion per year. And we want to tap into this, obviously. We have already prototyped and we have gotten positive feedback for our product. The timing of our package-free bars is perfect. Since Naked Eco Beauty is trending, it aligns with Dominica Climate Resilience Plan, our Nature Island brand, and the world's quest to reduce carbon emissions. As an existing company, our startup cost for this product was minimal, and we got a grant from Caribbean Export where we purchased materials and equipment. With our large social media following of over 22,000 on TikTok, about 6,000 on Facebook and Instagram, our local and online retail stores like Etsy, where we sold over 300 products in the last year, we are well positioned to launch this new product in a grand way. If we anticipate at least half of our followers buying at least one shampoo bar at an average price of 10 US, just imagine our return on investment. There are already shampoo bars on market, yes, but this is what makes us unique. We're producing a two-sided bar, shampoo on one side, conditioner on the next. Some can be personalized with dissolvable paper, and some will have the massage knobs like this at the back for spa-like experience. Everyone uses shampoos, conditioners, but we'll be targeting specifically the green cottage industry, eco-conscious consumers, and frequent air travelers. We hope to engage a few employees to start producing by February next year. We already have our farmers who are producing stinging nettle organically, of course, for our use. So join JD's Naturals on our quest to product nakedness and make the world a better, safer place. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody, for your inspiring message of sustainability and natural cosmetics. We have a question from Eve for you.
Yes, Jody, congratulations. Fantastic pitch, and I'm really looking forward to use your product.
Great.
Hope you'll be able to export them to the Dominican Republic. Also made reference to your relationship with local suppliers.
Right.
I mean, in an ideal world, how much will you rely on local suppliers to produce your shampoos and soaps? Will you still have to import certain ingredients, or you will be able to get everything out of Dominica?
So I do import ingredients, but the main ingredient, like I said, which is our herbs, our stinging nettle, we get right on island. And so we get organic material from our farmers. So we already have that relationship with them from the other products that we produce.
Brilliant. That's good news. And as well, a question from Shoyagaye, please.
Hi, Jody. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. And you?
Very good. So awesome product lines for skin and hair. Very interesting. All right. I see that in 3 years' time, you would like to, just a second. In 3 years' time, 1 second, I want to go back to the document. In 3 years' time, you'd like your products to be sold regionally and internationally. What is your take on e-commerce and digitalization to make this happen for you?
Okay, so I don't know when I wrote this, but this is already happening. So locally, we do have online stores that we retail at. And I also, pre-COVID and pre-Hurricane Maria, I already had an Etsy store that we were, even in Germany, we've sent products regionally, internationally, and within the Caribbean. So right now we're looking at actually sending via boat to the different Caribbean countries in bulk to retail at the various pharmacies, and we've already had contacts for them in those islands.
Thank you so much. Your skin and your hair looks very pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's that for a ringing endorsement? Jody is the brand with her skin and her hair. So we just heard from a business which is all about sustainability and dealing with the plastic challenge that we're also painfully aware of, with some creative thinking and local products, and of course, local historic wisdom, I believe, with using the local herbs and products that's gone into these hair care products and skincare products. Supporting the Nature Island in Dominica. One thing though, Jody, I think you're gonna have to come back for the next MicroPitch training sessions and hold a session on how to get 20,000 followers on TikTok and how to increase your social media presence. And we're getting some comments as well in the chat, which I recommend you look at, because you're certainly raising some interest with your products. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely a pleasure. So we're now going back to Belize, actually. I would like to welcome, please, Mr. Mark Jacob, who is the founder and CEO of DML Foxtail Bamboo Straw. Another sustainable business, I believe. Mark, I would like to give you the floor, please, and start your pitch.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mark Jacob from the DML Foxtail Bamboo Straw Company in Belize. You must be wondering, what is DML Foxtail Bamboo? Yes, D is for my daughter Daisy, M is for me, and L is for my son Leon. And the foxtail is a type of bamboo tree. I am a mixologist by trade, hence I came up with the idea of improving the bamboo straw concept. Being behind the bar, working with the straws, and getting feedback from customers helped me understand the importance of perfecting the bamboo straws. We currently make 3 different size straws to fit the cocktail glass at bars. So we make the 5.5 inch, which fits perfect in this kind of glass, and the 6.5 inch, and also the 7.5 inch. So bamboo straw is one of the fastest growing plants. It is so invasive. So as you cut, it will grow right back. Bamboo straws are eco-friendly, they're reusable, they're durable, and they're cut from nature. They are naturally antibacterial and 100% food safe. Bamboo contains a binding agent called bamboo-kun, which is found within its fiber. Its sole purpose is to fight off bacteria or fungus that tries to grow on it. Inevitably, make bamboo the most hygienic material to use for kitchen utensils. They won't harm your health, your home, or our planet. The bamboo straws can be hand washed or in a dishwasher and reused many times. The straws are compostable, so they will never end up polluting the environment. There is a great awareness worldwide to eliminate plastic straws and to find alternatives. Hence, for me as a bartender, working with different straws, bamboo straws stands out. Bamboo straws is the best alternative for polluting plastic straws. Plastic straws harm the marine life. Plastic straws takes up to 100 years to decompose. 500 million straws are used annually. Plastic straws are made from precious fossil fuel. It increases the ocean toxicity and disrupt the ecosystem. Let's make a healthy choice and use the bamboo straws. I need your help in financing an industrial laser engraver, a sewing machine, and a printing machine for my packaging, and also marketing, distribution within the Caribbean and the world in order to take my business to the next level. By expanding, I will create jobs within my community. So Who wants to venture with me in protecting the planet and take over the world with one straw at a time with their locally handmade DML foxtail bamboo straw? Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Another inspiring and sustainability-led business. Questions from the jurors. First question is coming from Eve, please.
Congratulations, Mark. Just a question. So you will have to compete with traditional straws that are generally multicolored, very fancy and things like that. So how do you intend to make your straws a little bit more colorful, eventually using some natural products also? You also mentioned some packaging. How do you make also your packaging sustainable?
Yes, currently I am importing from outside, and the plan is for me to start making the package right within my country, and to create, by doing that, I would create a lot more jobs within my country than to import it from outside. Yeah. When it comes to these straws, they're unique. They're totally different than straws you would find from the outside. The intake of my straws is much more bigger than the intake from the straws from outside. So it's much easier to use. It's much easier to clean and sanitize. Yeah, so it's much more better than the imported straws.
Brilliant. Thanks. And Carlington, you have a question too.
Yes, thank you so much, Mark, for your presentation there. My question is around the scaling of your product, of your straws. Because I think one of the biggest challenges that bamboo straws face is the cumbersomeness with the cleaning and the drying process and so forth. It hinders or affects the scaling process. How do you plan to deal with that? And what are your current uptake like there in Belize in terms of your market?
Actually, for my country, Belize, I have my entire country covered. That's why I'm ready to expand, to go outside, but it's a little hard with exporting and stuff like that. But yes, your question, when it comes to scaling, and I would just provide all the information for cleaning. Bamboo straws that you would get from, let's say, Asia, the intake are much tinier. It's much more smaller. If you can see mine, it's much bigger, and it's easy for you to clean. And it's very easy for it to dry out. So, and when it comes to scaling up production, right now, currently, it's just me, my wife, my brother, and I have some part-time employees. And we're producing a lot of straws that supply my country pretty easy. So for me to expand, I would just need to hire some more people and get it going. So with the finance and what I really want the laser engraver for is to put my brand name on the straws, for it to be well known when it's out here. And that's why, I want assistance with that, with the packaging also, because it's easy to scale up with production and just making aware and explain exactly how you need to do the process in cleaning. It's been working pretty fine in my country. A lot of resorts is using it. A lot of small businesses using it. I have a smoothie bar that just jumped on, and they've been using it like crazy. It's been really good here in my country. So I'm ready for the international now. Let's take over the world with one straw at a time.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks very much, Mark. So we'll just give our jurors a few moments to put their scores down for your excellent presentation. We've heard from another sustainable business. It's very inspiring. For myself, I'm asking myself, why do they sell these expensive steel metal straws as like an alternative to plastic, which for me also seems like it'll be very resource intensive to produce something out of metal, to shape it, to package it, to sterilize it.
For you. It can shock your teeth. It's actually frozen up. Me as a bartender, I work with different straws. I work with the cornstarch straws. Actually, the cornstarch straws, they're too prickly. As you try to finish a frozen drink, you have to use about 3-4 straws. The paper straws get pretty mushy when you use it also. And the metal straws, it can shock your teeth. It can, chip your teeth. So that's a lot of concern from my customers. So this actually stands out. This is a perfect alternative for the polluting plastic.
Brilliant. And there's also some advice for you in the chat. So take a moment after the next person's pitching to also have a look, to see what the advice is from some of the audience tonight. I'm looking forward to getting bamboo straws across the Caribbean as soon as possible, and hopefully branded DML in the process. We are now going to go on to our next business. Thanks very much, Mark, for participating, and congratulations. I would like to now, please, we'd like to go to Haiti, and our next business is led by Joseph Kendi Jules, and the business is called High Spot, and he's going to tell us now what it's about and what he wants to achieve. Joseph, please go ahead.
My video is stopped by the host. Please give me access to open it.
That should be working now. Yes. Welcome, Joseph.
Contrarily to what people think, there are certain treasures that you can't find on Amazon. You can't find gourmet Haitian food products, for example. My name is Joseph, and I'm from Haiti. I'm one of the co-founders of highspot.com, an e-commerce platform that allows Haitian businesses to trade with the United States while promoting Haitian culture. It's very difficult for Haitian businesses to trade with the international market. High fees, lack of information about exportation, payment methods are just a few of the barriers to trade. This also makes it difficult for people who like Haitian products to find them easily at a competitive price. Highspot.com solves all these problems and more. We allow our vendors to sell their products online while allowing them also to create their own stores with their own branding. We also provide technical assistance to export, access to our warehouse in the US, and we also ship our vendors' products directly to their customers in the US. In Haiti alone, in the US alone, there are 1 million people of Haitian descent, only in the US, and they crave Haitian products. Our goal is to capture at least 5% of that market within the next 3 years. And there are also a lot of Haitian businesses who are very interested in selling their products abroad. Actually, Highspot is currently the home of 21 Haitian businesses, and we've shipped their products to 7 different US states so far. We're literally building the Amazon that's tailored to Haitian businesses. Some of our competitors only sell Haitian products, some others white label the products. Either way, the vendor's brand doesn't get the chance to build a relationship with the consumer. So with our store vendors, what we do, we cut down the middleman, and the buyer is able to find all Haitian products in one place while having direct impact on the economy. So we have a very good team that can pull this off. We have a marketing strategist. We have a chief technology officer, a Haitian American based in the US, and myself, an agricultural economist. Some of the resources we need to keep moving include access to more partnerships for import-export and capital to execute our strategic plan for marketing and business development. If we are able to do this in Haiti, one of the toughest economies of the world, imagine what we can do to the rest of the Caribbean. So join us because we are creating the fairest trade possible. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Joseph, for that inspiring pitch. All about bringing Haitian businesses to the US market, that huge 300 million consumer market available there, and help your local businesses grow. Jurors, we have a question, please. Shoyage, you have a question, I believe, for Joseph Kendi, right?
Yes, I do. Hi, Joseph. How are you doing today?
I'm very well.
Great, thanks. All right, so your business is an e-commerce platform that focuses on promoting Haitian commerce, cuisine, and culture. How do you think that e-commerce will impact your business, given the nature of how we do business in this day and age with pandemics and all? How important do you think that will be contributing to your business?
Yeah, during the pandemic, what we've noticed is that people tend to buy more online. It's like we are moving to a virtual world. That's maybe the reason why we are having this competition online this year, because it would be very difficult to move and to travel to a single country to meet and to have the competition. So the pandemic will impact positively our business because people will sometimes people doesn't have any choice. They don't have any choice. They have to order online. That's why what coronavirus made.
Brilliant. Thanks, Joseph. And Ipena, I believe you also have a question.
Joseph, very innovative e-marketplace that you implement through your e-commerce. My question is, how do you select the vendors that you are vetted?
We have a very tough curation process. What we do when a vendor wants to list on HighSpot, first thing we look at if it's a product that is aligned with our vision. So if it's a product that has the capacity to represent Haiti internationally, because we want to export the best Haiti can offer. So we assess the branding of the products, and we also assess the quality of the products based on the phytosanitary certifications that the vendors have to provide before being able to list, so that we can make sure what we are exporting is part of the best our country can offer to the world.
Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, thanks, Joseph. Thanks for your pitch and for your clarifications and another inspiring business, bringing Haiti to the world. I'm looking forward to actually the day that when the metaverse really takes off, that I can visit the HighSpot virtual store in 3 dimensions and go and look at everything you have for sale and do my online shopping within the metaverse. I'm sure that day will come. Wishing you every success with the growth of your business, showing us what's possible. People always say that the Caribbean is typified by small and fragmented economies, but you found a way to reach the biggest market, well, perhaps the second biggest consumer market in the world after the European Union, with your excellent local Haitian businesses. So wishing you every success and congratulations. So jurors, are you ready? And also a big shout out actually to all of the audience. We have supporters from across the Caribbean. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your shout outs. Thank you for your enthusiasm and support. It means a lot to our competitors today that you're there joining us. So big shout out to all of you. We're now going to go to Antigua and Barbuda. And I'd like to welcome please Elijah James, who has set up a company called The Local App. Elijah, please go ahead and pitch your business.
Thank you very much, Lars. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Elijah. I'm the CEO and the founder of The Local App, and our team is on a mission to help you feel at home no matter where you roam within the world. Now, the reality is we all use our cell phone, whether we're at home or when we're traveling, to be able to find things, what to do, or even find products and where to buy. The problem is that many of these products and local businesses are just not online. When we did some research, we realized that many of them, they lack the technical skills in how to get online or even how to manage social media, and many of them just cannot afford the high cost of traditional advertising. We also realized that there were many consumers who were forming groups on social media, whether they're looking for jobs, opportunities, or even places to rent or things to buy. And as such, so the concept for The Local App was born. We create digital country portals that act as a compilation hub where we combine the features of multiple apps into one that not only save you precious space on your smartphone, but we create a go-to hub for businesses using your phone's GPS that will help you to connect with businesses anywhere around the world. So basically how our app works is that we use your phone's GPS. And if you type in a particular product or a particular service that you're looking for, you'll be able to see a map that shows you all the businesses that provide this service and a link to that with their prices. Now, one of the big innovations that we've done is that we've also created what is called a no-code e-store builder. So that instead of local businesses trying to figure out how to get online or how to build an online store, we take all that hassle away for them. All they got to do is basically tag their products within our shopping engine, and they can get on their way selling online and around the world. Now, we're targeting the 26 million businesses that call Latin America and the Caribbean at home. And that includes also the over 600 million residents who are looking for things on a daily basis. Our rates are very affordable. We offer online e-commerce and advertising for many of these businesses for as affordable as $9.95 US per month. And 1% of this market represents over $106 million in annual revenue, US dollars that is, for our company. Now, what sets us apart from all the traditional ways that many people tend to look for information? The reality is that information is always around us. The problem is where you're going to find it and how reliable can you depend on it? When you go to platforms like Google and even some of the online travel search engines, the problem is they depend on users to update their information. Versus us with the local app team, we actually have teams on the ground in the countries that we operate who update the information on a daily basis. So you can, no matter where you go in the world, you can use your local app and still connect to great opportunities and also find great local businesses. One of the givebacks that we have in plan for our community is we offer jobs for free and a lot of other opportunities such as calendars and even things to do and what to do. We need your help to be able to take the local app to the next level, because the reality is if you go to try to find where in the Caribbean you want to shop at businesses online, where do you go? It doesn't exist. And with that, we need your support with the local app to make this possible. So join us on the journey to help everyone around the world feel at home, no matter their roam, with the local app.
Thanks very much, Elijah, for a great pitch for a great business. We have questions from the jury, and our first question is for Marlon.
Thank you very much, Elijah. Very good pitch. It is potentially going to be a saturated marketplace. You know, with COVID, everything is push for digitization is there. So how would you say that your company is going to differentiate from all the ones that are either there now or potentially going to be there in the next couple of months?
Okay, that's a great question. One of the big innovations that we recognize is, as I mentioned before, information is always around us. The problem is, just like we're on this call right now, we're not listening to any of the ads on the radios, or if you are looking for something, the point is, where do you go to find it? One of the realities is that many of our local businesses, even before the pandemic, struggled with online, getting online, and also the big e-commerce platforms. And one of the things the local app is bringing to the table is that we recognize from our research that people are looking for or have formed various big groups on social media, such as jobs, calendar of events and things to do. And what we've done, we've incorporated that content into our platform that will keep them coming back. And more importantly, is our shopping engine that we call Circle. It allows you, instead of it sending you to online stores, it actually shows you a map that shows you all the businesses that are around you using your GPS that sell the particular product that you're looking for. So what happens is that, and what we recognize from our experience is that when you have, for example, the newspaper or somewhere else having like 1 or 2 jobs listed, we have like 100. The same thing applies with our source for shopping. We basically become a reliable source for information, and we help drive traffic to local businesses, which is what keeps people coming back and using the platform.
Thanks very much. And Annie, you also have a question for Elijah.
Yes. Super interesting. So I understand, if I understand correctly, your business model is targeting small and medium enterprises to promote their businesses on your site. So many of these small and medium enterprises, especially in the OACS countries as a starting point, are informal businesses. And so my question is, how do you intend to get paid from these MSMEs that oftentimes doesn't even have a bank account and would struggle to process digital payments?
So that's a great question. And so one of the things that differentiates the local app from many of the other competition sources out there is the fact that we actually have teams on the ground in each of the markets that we're going to be operating. So every time the local app taps into a new marketplace, not only do we have a structured team that gets set up on the ground to be able to onboard merchants, but we're also going to be onboarding an e-wallet service. So what happens is it allows persons to be able to pay vendors using traditional cash. And hopefully as we grow to them and they start using the platform, they'll even be able to pay us through our e-wallet processing platform to be able to continue paying and keeping up to date with their local app listing. Ultimately, the big goal for us is basically no matter where you are in the world using our application, whenever you move from each market to each market, the information simply changes to suit the market that you're looking at. So you have one app, you don't have to worry about downloading multiple applications. And just as a vendor within the specific country, you can pay within your local currency and utilize local vendors.
Brilliant. So already thought of that challenge and have come up with a solution. Jurors, please make your scores. We have an unforgettable tagline, feel at home no matter where you roam. But I believe even for someone living in a community for a longer period, an app like this will help uncover also businesses and services that people might not even be aware of, just because how do you find them? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Did you happen to listen to their advert? Did you know that they were actually situated so close by to where you live? For me, it sounds so interesting to have an app that's going to help me manage the information overload, because really we're getting bombarded, right, constantly by adverts, and the whole design of the online system is to try and get our attention. And here's an app that's going to just strip all of that away and just give us exactly what we're looking for at that moment in the easiest possible way. So Elijah, wishing you every success with your business and hoping you also get the funding you need to grow and expand outside of Antigua. We have 3 more finalists, and I just want to mention for the audience, the participants, there will be a few minutes after the competitors have finished pitching when the jurors will go and deliberate. Now, during that moment, we're actually going to run a little game about sustainability, and if you happen to have a second device handy, you know, maybe another phone or something that you can use for the game, that'll be helpful. So just to warn you, if you have a second device, get it ready, because in around 10-15 minutes we'll hopefully be playing that game. Now we'd like to go back to Barbados for our next competitor. I'd like to welcome, please, Nikisha Toppin, who is representing her business, Elaine's Caribbean Crochet. Nikisha, I would like to give you the floor. Please go ahead and start your pitch.
Thank you. Did you know that Rihanna wore a crochet dress that took the whole world by storm? And that dress was made by a crochet artist from right here in Barbados. Since then, Shanice received numerous orders for those dresses to be made. And that's where I come in, Nikisha Toppin of Elaine's Caribbean Crochet. Elaine's Caribbean Crochet is a registered social enterprise in Barbados that works with crochet artists from around the Caribbean to loop their talent and hobby into an income-generating opportunity. Elaine's is doing this in this critical time because the ILO reports that 13 million Latin American and Caribbean women saw their jobs disappear during the pandemic. The BBC calls the current recession a she-session because women in the hospitality and retail sector were negatively impacted by the lockdown periods. There must be a reliable, practical, familiar solution for our Caribbean women. Elaine's offers that solution. Let me tell you more. Elaine's is a legacy of love to my grandmother who would have taught me to crochet. It is also a legacy of community, as to her old age, she would have crocheted in the porch with her friends. A legacy of success, as she would have been awarded with awards to recognize her contribution to the community. There is currently no other service provider that brings the community together to receive rewards and benefits from both the private and public sector. Elaine's offers both freemium and premium services. Our free services include Tutor Tuesdays for crochet artists to improve their skill, Webinar Wednesdays for them to increase their business knowledge, and Feature Fridays for their services to be promoted to potential customers. Let's not forget our Crochet Crew directory, which can be found on the website elainescaribbeancrochet.com. Our premium services include business plan development, social media, and services marketing development. There is currently every opportunity for our crochet artists to be able to develop their skills through Elaine's Caribbean Crochet. Would you like to be looped in with us as we work with governments, NGOs, and private companies to help crochet artists yarn over globally with their crochet products through our e-commerce platform on Elaine's Caribbean Crochet? We invite you to help us help more by providing your talent, expertise, experience, tools, and resources to help us make more dresses for celebrities like Rihanna. Thank you.
Thanks, Nikisha. Another inspiring business supporting the community. Our first question from the jury is coming from Marlon. Marlon, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Nikisha. Crochet is very dear to my heart, I must say. In reading your write-up, I know there are a lot of things that you're envisioning to do, a lot of relevant things. But interestingly for me, I would like to know what for you would be the indicators that you're using to determine success or key determinants of success based on all the things you're envisioning to do.
Okay, definitely it falls back to the legacy that we have, a legacy of love in that we continue to receive crochet artists from around the Caribbean joining the community, and that we continue to see, just as would have been said before, generation to generation, crochet expanding as a craft within schools and within the adult community, with persons using it as an income generating opportunity. We would like to do Crochet School is so cool, and we have gotten funding, grant funding, to be able to move forward with that. We are currently pursuing the UNDP Peace Challenge Project Management Certification course to be able to help women go into the community and use crochet as a way to work against gender-based violence. So within that regard, we know that we would be able to help more people if we would put things in place with your help to continuously move forward.
Brilliant. Thanks, Nikisha. And we also have a question, please, from Annie.
Yes, good evening. So I'm curious to know about a little bit more about your business model. So how does your organization going to make money and sustain the operations going forward? And following on that, the skills that would be required to conduct businesses using e-commerce are quite different from the skills that are required for training the women. So I was wondering, how will you intend to acquire those skills given the revenues potential that you're envisioning for your business?
Thanks so much for that question. We continue to pursue grant funding to enable us to work with both the private sector and the public sector in improving what we can offer. Within that regard, we've connected with the National Cultural Foundation of Barbados and signed on to their Shop Creative platform so that Elaine's Caribbean Crochet has a link on their website so that others can come in and see what are the products offered by the Crochet Crew. Additionally, we would have signed on for the Caribbean Export grant opportunities as well. And we're hoping that in next year, we'd be able to go forward with Caribbean Export to make this opportunity further. In terms of private companies, we would have secured the services of voice management to be able to manage the website so that we ourselves provide the content, but they are able to do the SEO management and ensure that the website goes to the international markets. We have not stopped there. Elaine's continues to pursue courses to improve in our own structure. And with my background in marketing and my current work within social media and website management, I'm sure that we can take it forward. So thanks so much for that question.
Brilliant. Thanks, Nikisha. Jurors, please mark your scores. Here we have a community-led business that is addressing the impacts of unemployment, especially amongst women, and especially since the onset of the pandemic. Hopefully also with the move to e-commerce and online shopping, these beautiful creations from Caribbean crochet artists can be exported around the world. And following Rihanna's beautiful branding and marketing, inspire many more women to wear beautiful crochet creations from the Caribbean. So wishing you all the best, Nikisha, and congratulations again. So we're now down to the last two competitors, and thank you everyone for staying with us. We'd now like to welcome, please, Jennifer Maynard, who is representing the business called Jamasmat from Antigua and Barbuda. Jennifer, the floor is yours. Please go ahead and pitch.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jennifer Maynard is here to look into your lifestyle changes. Over the years, many of us have been faced with diseases, diagnosis of non-communicable disease, which requires us to make urgent lifestyle changes that include increased consumption of vegetables. And this is likely to be even more serious as we have increased our level of sedentary lifestyle through COVID. Jennifer Maynard, an agriculturist from Antigua and Barbuda with over 30 years experience, is the sole proprietor of Jamasmat, an agriculture early stage startup. Many persons aren't eating the level of vegetables they are required to eat and will not be able to eat them, are not eating them because they don't like the taste, they're too bulky, it's inconvenient to prepare, it's too costly. Others can't access them because of seasonality, because of location, because of the actually ability to purchase. And many don't like processed vegetable products because they don't necessarily have the refrigeration or the storage for them. And again, the taste and the convenience is not acceptable. Jamasmat is a company, a business that is going to be growing an innovation in vegetables. We are committed to an innovative type and form of nutritionally efficient, cost-effective, year-round available vegetables that are currently not produced and used in everyday kitchens. This is going to be available to persons who want to shop at the farm gate or through supermarkets, public community markets, village shops, restaurants, and other eateries. We draw on a customer base from the marketplace in Antigua and Barbuda that comes from the over 10 main supermarkets, 30 eateries of vegetarian and vegan offerings, as well as over 70 regular restaurants and bars, and a number of farmers market type vendors, as well as health food stores and lifestyle advisors. The produce is available for any age or gender group, as the variety available can be prepared depending on the demand of the individual consumer. We will be producing our vegetables organically under cover in greenhouses that are resilient up to Category 2 storm, which means that we have an early recovery after storm situation using solar controlled cover production technologies to control our temperature and light, and also using safe pest control practices. So what's this product? It is a new and innovative range of fresh leaf vegetables known as microgreens, which are basically edible seedlings. They are basically mini vegetables, and they're a concentrated fruit producing more than 10 times their weight in nutrients when compared to the full-grown vegetable equivalent. And this is determined by nutrition laboratory tests, which have recognized that the nutrient content of these seedlings are equivalent to their heavier weight, full-grown vegetable equivalent. Our main production challenge is the temperature and light management for the production greenhouses, which have been chosen to allow for early post-storm recovery and also to give us virtually pest-free production in an enclosed system. And so we've managed to produce within our greenhouses, but we need to keep our temperatures down and allow the highest level of sunshine in. So I'm asking you to join me on an innovative nutrition and culinary journey to overcome my atmospheric control challenges as we work together to embark on an exciting, sustainable agriculture venture aimed at facilitating healthy lifestyles and maintaining a safe environment, a safe agricultural production environment, and ensuring that we are able to make the lifestyle changes to reduce the impact of NCDs on our lives.
Thanks very much, Jennifer. And another inspiring business that's going to affect the community and people's health. Questions from the jury. Our first question is from Marlon.
Thank you, Jennifer. Very, very relevant and a very good pitch. I'll be interested to know, however, what do you see as your biggest priority and challenge within the next 6 months if you want to advance with your business?
I need to manage. Thank you very much, ma'am. Good questions. Very pertinent to my situation. I need to be able to get myself a solar run cooling system and air circulation system to reduce the possibilities of pests and diseases which can cause very quick go down of my crop. And secondly, to get a innovative shade material that will reduce the amount of heat that comes into the greenhouse while not obstructing my sunshine. I am identified a number of innovative shade material for agricultural shade material, but the challenge is the cost of acquiring these materials and the concepts fine tuning to get the best level of shade material for the best temperature control.
Brilliant. Clearly, yeah, it must be challenging with all the Caribbean heat and the sunshine beating down all day to find a way to get those greens to flourish. Our next question, please, is from Judith.
Hi, Ms. Jennifer. Great presentation and very interesting on what you are doing. My question is, can you give us one reason why your business confidence is very high despite the challenges you have faced?
I think that Kimberly's presentation highlights the reality of the very reason why I have the confidence. We are faced with NCDs. We need to make lifestyle changes. Many of our lifestyle counselors here in Antigua, and I imagine in other Caribbean islands, are being faced with the need to get their clients to change their eating. But we have grown up and been cultured, some of us, in a heavy starch consumption rather than a vegetable consumption practice. And so getting us to eat the bulk of vegetables that we need to meet our lifestyle change is a challenge. Microgreens are light, small, filmy, easily incorporated into salads, into gravies, into sauces, into smoothies without very strong flavor in some cases. And I see it as something that the lifestyle advisors and the health food operators and those persons who have been heavily cautioned by their medical advisors and their lifestyle advisors to make a change will find easier to accept as a vegetable alternative than increasing the quantities of vegetables which they already don't like and are likely to be too expensive for the quantity required in the full-grown vegetable form.
Thank you, Jennifer. Indeed, and this is the way we need to go. Jurors, please make your marks. Please make your classifications and your scores. This is indeed the way we need to go. My own experience has been is that when I've eaten food which has been perhaps calorie rich but nutrition poor, I will remain hungry and I'll get hungry faster again. And I'll end up eating more food, which probably is going to be convenient food, and it's the first thing I can reach to try and reach that feeling of satiation. But when I've eaten food which has been denser nutrition, I don't get hungry, I feel more satisfied, and I get more natural energy for a longer period, because of course, that's what the body's looking for. Doesn't matter how many calories you put in your mouth. In the end, your body's asking you for certain nutrition. So wishing you every success with the microgreen business and hoping you can spread your message of nutrition and health and well-being in Antigua and beyond. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're now going to our final finalist. I'd like to please welcome Venice Irving, last but not least, who's going to tell us about her business based out of Jamaica called Happy Teachers. Venice, the floor is yours.
Did you know that there are 1.3 billion students now online since COVID-19? And out of that number, there are 600 million non-native English speakers, and about half of those are refugees and immigrants. Good evening, everyone. My name is Venice Irving, and I am founder and CEO of Happy Teachers, with over 20 years experience in the teaching and management of English as a foreign language institutes. Happy Teachers is a social enterprise that offers curated language services delivered by Caribbean nationals to non-native English speakers through digital platforms. Now, I mentioned refugees and immigrants in my opening statement. You know that there is a refugee crisis around the world right now, and many of our refugees are looking for some place to go, a host country, to properly acclimate their family and maybe find jobs in order for them to live sustainable lives. Now, when I was traveling abroad and I lived in Asia for many years and taught English, I met many of these refugees and immigrants, and I found two main problems. One, I found that there was a huge language barrier. Many of them wanted to go to the United States, to Canada, or to English-speaking countries, but they couldn't speak the language. And two, I found that there were a lot of toxic narratives that local citizens from these host countries believe about refugees and immigrants. So this is where we come in. We want to offer online language teaching and tutoring and virtual interpretation services, along with cultural exchange sessions with our refugees, immigrants, and non-native English speakers. Since our inception in 2018, we have connected over 500 language learners, and we have profited about $50,000 each year to our revenue. Now, talking about revenue, we earn in 4 different ways. First, we have our English classes that we offer to the non-native English speakers. Second, we have a TEFL certification, teaching English as a foreign language certification that we give to our trainers before they're able to teach the language. Third, we have a recruitment and placement services. So what we do is when we teach and train our non-native speakers, we find jobs for them, because when the refugees come to us, many people will not hire them. So we hire them and have them work on our platform to teach other refugees and immigrants. And fourth, we have a hosting and conference expo services, where we host conferences for persons who are planning to immigrate, teach them about how they can find jobs when they go abroad, and how to properly acclimate into their new host culture. We also use different sales strategies. We do training contracts with our key partners. We have about 10 key partners around the region. We invite existing membership subscriptions. We have yearly subscriptions, and we have our direct sales marketing strategies that we use to gain our customers. So we do have a bit of competition out there. Our competitors are mostly language schools, online companies, and traditional colleges and universities. But we differentiate ourselves by allowing every student to take off their first class free without commitment. We also guarantee that they will smile at least once in the class. Hence our name, Happy Teachers. We are here to make our students happy. And lastly, our differentiator is that every Caribbean teacher that teaches on our platform must speak at least 2 languages, so that we can identify with the second language learner. So how can we use your investment? Your investment will be used to create an e-learning platform. This platform will feature world Englishes and curate a curriculum that is authentic to the Caribbean culture. The platform will also feature a student management system. In addition to that, we are looking for your investment to open an online English cafe to accommodate Caribbean students, or Caribbean trainers rather, who are without computer access or internet access, they can come to the cafe and sit right there and teach classes and earn a living. So going back to the first opening statement, when I said that there are many people who in these host countries, they have toxic narratives. So Happy Teachers, we want to curate opportunities for refugees to be engaged in future skill readiness, to connect their language learning with future economic lives. In addition to that, we want to debunk myths and counter toxic narratives about refugees and migrants. I want to do this by fundraising and lobbying to advocate on behalf of refugees and to promote campaigns that aim to put local citizens at the forefront of positive messaging about refugees. So come on board with Happy Teachers and help me to change the narrative of refugees and immigrants in the Caribbean. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venice. Another inspiring story, and again, supporting the community whilst creating a sustainable, financially sustainable business model. Our first question from the jurors tonight is coming from Klaus.
Hi, Denise. Thank you very much for your presentation. Really, congratulations. You are working with a minority, and maybe some people really normally nobody think about. So it's really a very social company. I guess during your presentation, you answered already my question, because I was wondering why you are interested in thinking about refugees. And I guess it's because of your own experience being abroad, and as well, let's say a little bit on the sustainability. And the sustainability as well. You mentioned all the different business models you have and the different, let's say, products. And this is, let's say, how you make the business sustainable. Is this correct?
Yes, correct. Klaus, you asked, why was I interested? And the reason really is because when I lived abroad in Asia, I got a lot of those toxic narratives heading towards me, and I wasn't a refugee, but they see me and assume. And therefore, I said to myself, this is a problem. I'm just watching the news. The refugee crisis is out of hand, and they are being treated less than human beings, really. So I used my platform to help them to get a positive messaging out there about them, and also to empower them in their economic selves, in their economic lives. Yes.
Thank you. Brilliant. And our second question is from Annie.
Yes, good afternoon, Venice. Evening. I have a question about your customers and who are they? So the people who are actually paying you, are they the refugees directly? And so how do you acquire them, given that oftentimes in the refugee camps or in the situation they operate, they don't necessarily have access to online device, online technology. So how do you intend to expand your customer base given the situation they're living in? And how do you intend to retain them?
Okay, so we do have key partners. One such partner is the IOM, International Organization of Migration, and they connect us with the refugees. They do have camps, as you mentioned, Annie, and in these camps, they do have labs, computer devices, phones, and so forth, that they give the refugees to attend classes and to ensure that they are good when it comes to connecting with their English teacher. Those persons that pay us are usually people who are already settled and are ready to acclimate into their new environment. However, we do get grants from the different, the other organizations like the UN, the UNDP, and so forth. So we do get grants for our refugees to educate them and to get them ready for the world of work in their new country.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. So jurors, please mark down your scores and submit your scores. Another story of another inspiring business, breaking down barriers. Not just language barriers, but cultural barriers and barriers between different people's backgrounds, and helping the vulnerable, creating jobs and opportunities for some of the most vulnerable people amongst us. Probably also helping the invisible become visible and integrating refugees to become part of our society, to be economically active, and to be able to support themselves and their families going forwards. So another inspiring business. And all in all, it's been so heartwarming to see that all our entrepreneurs tonight are impacting their communities in such a positive way. This is really, I think, the future of where we need to go as modern societies, to find ways where we can make money and take care of our loved ones and provide for them, whilst also benefiting the people around us and ensuring sustainability of our environments. A big thank you to all our finalists tonight. I'd also like to thank everyone, all the 180 applicants that presented themselves to join MicroPitch competition. It was not easy to select the 10 finalists. Thank you all for putting your businesses forward. Of course, we wish all of you every success. For those that are watching, we hope that the pitches tonight have been useful, inspiring, maybe also a learning experience, and for all the audience as well, for all the budding entrepreneurs between you and amongst you, hopefully also an inspiration tonight to show you just what's possible from these brave and courageous entrepreneurs that have taken their dreams and their passions and put all their effort and initiative behind it to make something out of that. Right now, the jury is deliberating, and they're going to go separate and just have a discussion about how to award the prizes. In the meantime, we have a vote as well. So audience, please get ready. We're going to put up a slide now just to remind you of our finalists: Elijah, Nikisha, Venice, Cavell, Joseph, Miguel, Mark, Kimberly, Jennifer, and Jody. And you can please vote for your favorite business, taking into account both how successful the business you think will be, and also the strength of their pitch tonight. So on both those criteria, please. Please, you should all see the polling in front of you. The picture should hopefully remind you of all the talent that we've seen tonight and all the different stories. Take a moment and reflect. And who inspired you tonight? Who has the best business and who gave the best pitch? Obviously not a science. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on this. Yes, please keep going. Just around half of you have voted so far. So please keep going, everyone. If you're listening, supporters, cheerleaders, friends and family, members of the audience, other entrepreneurs out there in the audience, please mark your scores. It's going to be a very tight competition for the audience favorite, I can tell you that. So much talent here tonight from all across the Caribbean, and so inspiring to see these businesses. I'm wishing them every success. Of course, please take a moment for all those businesses that have appealed to you. Look them up on Instagram, look them up on Facebook, give them a shout out. Maybe you know someone that you can connect them to that's in a similar line or could benefit from their businesses. Maybe you know someone that could help them grow their business. If it's about trade, if it's about marketing, if it's about similar businesses or complementary businesses that you can introduce these entrepreneurs to, why not help them out? Maybe it's some technical advice that you can give them based on your own experience. Please look them up. All this information will be available on the MicroPitch Caribbean website. If you just Google MicroPitch Caribbean, it'll bring you to the website and you can be reminded of all these wonderful entrepreneurs and their businesses. Okay, I think that's everyone that's going to vote. That is going to vote. Thanks very much. I think we can close the poll. Thank you, everyone that's voted. And we will share the results later. In the meantime, though, once the jury finishes deliberations, I would like to please give the floor to Sayuri's Bonet, who is from the Dominican Republic. And sustainability being such a big theme tonight, she is going to run a little game for us to teach us more about sustainability and sustainable business practices. Sayuri runs a business called Una Vaina Verde, which is all about providing advice and consulting services and teaching people about what it means to be a sustainable business. She's an expert in sustainability herself. Without further ado, Sayuri, the floor is yours. Please do take us through this game. And we'll be back with the jury in just a few minutes, who will then announce the winners.
Thank you, Floris. Congratulations to everyone. I just saw a few of the pitches and you guys rock. So even though the juries are in their work, let's play, let's just chill, and let's learn about sustainability in the meantime. You need an extra device, so I recommend you to just, if you're using your computer, just look the phone or tablet or whatever other device you can have on hand and join me on this web page. Someone is gonna text you in the chat, like the web page, but you can go on it, kahoot.ed. And you're gonna need that game pin, which is in the screen right now, 414-4460. The application is gonna ask you for a name or a nickname. You can feel free to put whatever you feel comfortable with. Jeremy, I can see you, so the rest can start joining. Boom, I can see you too. So guys, let's go ahead. JJ, also welcome. Jane. www.kahoot.it. Let me know in the chat if you are having any trouble, like going inside the game and someone is gonna like help you out with the link or with the number. You can also scan the QR in the right side. We have already 9 participants. Who else is gonna join us? So in the meantime, you can keep joining us, but let me explain a few details about the game. In the screen, you're gonna be able to read the questions and the options, but in the device you're playing with, you are only gonna be able to see colors and forms. So pay attention to me because I was gonna be reading loud the question, the main question, and also the options, and giving you the color as a reference. If you have the screen in front of you and the device playing with, you also can do the same, like reading and keeping in mind the color or the form to choose your option. And then we're gonna have winners, but the importance of this game is not just win, it's learning the process and just open a door to sustainability for you to go further. We have already 19 participants, 20. Who else wants to play? Everyone is already here. 22. 23. I think we're getting there. Who else wants to join us before we start?
Sorry, why don't you say 2 words about your business, Una Vaina Verde, and then the last few people that are still grabbing their devices can join, and then we can get started.
Perfect. So in Una Vaina Verde, we teach and we give consultants about sustainability from the Dominican Republic, because we believe that, as you guys were mentioning in a few of the presentations, sustainability is possible if you keep in mind 3 important things that I'm not going to mention right now because you're going to need it in the first question. But it's not just money when you want to like make a big change and change the way we create value in this world and we want to make things work. So in Una Vaina Verde, we help enterprises and also like householders and persons to move towards that path of sustainability. This is what we do.
Brilliant. So perfectly suited for tonight, and I hope you've been inspired by the businesses tonight, a lot of which have been really about sustainability. Why don't we get started with the game?
Let's go ahead. So the questions are going to show in the screen, as I mentioned, and you need the device to start playing. 3, 2, and 1. First question, what are the sustainable pillars? Red, people, profit, planet. blue, ethics, environment and climate change, and yellow, development, economy, and education. You have 8 more seconds, so go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, most of you guys choose like ethics, environment, and climate change. Just keep in mind that those 3 P's are really famous in sustainability, because when you want to be sustainable, you need to pay attention to the money, to the profit you're going to make, also to the planet, to reduce the impact you're going to have through your operations or through your services or products, and to the people, because you are creating something that needs to do good to people too. So people, profit, and planet is the correct one. Let's go to the next one and see how the board, Diane, I hope your name, that's the correct pronunciation. So you're in the first place. What is the ecological footprint? Red, ecological deficit caused by human activities. Blue, the same as biocapacity. Yellow, human waste. And green, productive land necessary to satisfy human needs. Which one is ecological footprint? You have 13 more seconds, so read again. Red, ecological deficit caused by human activities. Blue, the same as biocapacity. Yellow, human waste. And green, productive land necessary. Okay, so let's go ahead with a brief information about it. When you calculate your ecological footprint, what you get in the result is the total amount of land, of productive land that you need to produce the products and services that you are like demanding, and also to deal with the waste generated by you, by that activity, product, or whatever service you demand. So keep in mind that is like physically the ecological footprint is like your step on the land, on the earth, like everything needed by you as a citizen.
Sayuri, just sorry to interrupt, but I think your microphone is bumping up against something. Maybe you just want to pull it forwards so that we're getting a bit of rustling on the mic.
Now it's better?
Yeah, that's better. Thanks so much.
Perfect. Thank you. So AC is in the first place. Now is a puzzle. So you need to drag and drop. Organize the R's. Like which one is the first one? Red is reduce, blue is recycle, yellow is reuse, and green is refuse. So move the squares into the empty boxes with your fingers. You have time, so think through it. Don't go so fast. Think which one should be the first coming to mind when you take a decision. Because usually we choose recycle, but it's not the first option should come to mind. So I give you a tip. You have 20 more seconds. Let's see, how are you with the organizing these R's? Let's sort them out. 10 more seconds, and we only have 15 answers. So go ahead, the rest. We get in there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I can see it. So the correct order all the time when you are thinking through sustainability, you need to think that it's always better to avoid the problem before the problem is already in front of you. So refuse should be the first R. Usually no one uses this R because it doesn't exist in the 3 typical R's, but I put them here because in Una Vaina Verde we believe that if you have in mind that avoiding is the first option, you already you don't need the 3 common. So reduce is the second option. If you need something like 7 times a week, just start by 6 and then 4 and then keep the track. Reuse, because everything can has a different purpose, and then recycle, because sometimes we think that all the problems are going to be solved in a plant, like converting materials, but that's not our solution. So we need to think through this order. Let's go with the next one, and I can see AC is still in the first place, and Jeremy is coming here. So let's go. What is climate change? Red, increase in the general temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Blue, a change in global or regional weather patterns. Yellow, a sudden change in conditions such as temperature or rain. And green, a change of seasonal weather. Most of you have it correct. So it's a change in global or regional weather patterns. Sometimes people think that it's an increase in the temperatures, but remember that doesn't need to be increasing, can be also the opposite. It's just a big change that has like a big impact in the trend the climate was having. So keep that in mind. Let's go with the, oh my God, that board is like on fire. You're rocking, guys. And also learning. This one has double points. Approximately 70% of the Amazon has been destroyed during the last 5 decades. What do you think is the main reason? Red, economic interests related to illegal logging. Blue, economic interests related to livestock. Yellow, economic interests related to agriculture. And green, economic interests related to mining. Which one do you think is the main reason? Because we can see the Amazon in the news, but sometimes we get confused about what's the main reason. What do you think? 4 more seconds, 2 and 1. Let's see. So we have 11 thinking economic interests related to illegal logging and also 11 related to agriculture. So let me explain to you this because I can see why the confusion and why you have that in mind. Usually when we think about agriculture, we don't think that this is related to livestock of animals. So usually the food that you're growing in this type of areas is to feed the animals. It's not to feed humans. So it's not just agriculture. It's something needed for the livestock. This is why this is the correct answer. Most of the food we grow is not to be consumed by humans. Keep that in mind. It's to be consumed by animals. This is why if we reduce our animal consumption, especially the ones that are fitting with these bad practices, then our footprint is going to be reduced. That's why. So let's go ahead. Boom. Jump to the first place. By what percentage have the average wildlife population declined in the past 50 years? 12% is red, blue 90%, yellow 70%, and green 20%. What do you think? What percentage? 5 more seconds, guys. I know by now you forget about the juries and the deliberations, so good. Okay, most of you think it was just 20%, but I hope that was like the correct answer, but it's not. It's 70%. We have way less animals and wildlife animals, population and animals in general in the last 50 years. Like you can see it when you go on the street in the car, like just a one example, like the bees and the flies in front of your wheelchair is not the same. So keep in track that we are like having a huge impact in the wildlife. So we need to take care of it. JJ came to the first place. Oh my God, you guys like fighting. This one has double points. How many liters of water are needed to produce a hamburger? What do you think? Red, 25 liters, blue, 88, yellow, 660, and green, 2,400. How many liters? 4 seconds, 2, 1. What do you think? Most of you think it's just a liter, like you need not that many liters of water, but the truth, and I know this one is really surprising, is that you need 2,400 liters for just one hamburger. Because when you think in food, you only think in the water you need to wash them maybe, or to clean your hands when you finish, but not the animal that you're eating in that meat and that beef is like drinking a lot of water. So it's not just the water needed in the process of making the food, it's before to make the food ready. So in the agriculture, you need water to grow vegetables, for example, that are gonna be then in the hamburger. So this is why it's a lot. So be conscious about what you consume and from where is that coming from. Let's see, AC again to the first place. This is a puzzle. This is and double points also. So keep in mind that you need to drag and drop. What is the easiest way to reduce your annual CO2 emissions? Put them in order from biggest to smallest reduction. Red, cancel a transatlantic flight. Blue, recycle. Yellow, have one less child. And green, vegetarian diet. What do you think can reduce the biggest amount of CO2 emissions in the first place? So move that one to the first place and then 4 seconds. Move the squares. Okay. So I can see in this one, maybe you need more time because it's like a lot of tests and you need to drag them. So I will put that in my fold to just give a bit of compassion to you guys. But the correct order is have one less child can cause a bigger impact. I know this is a really personal like decision, of course, if you want or not, if you wanna like baseball team or not, but just keep in mind that more humans in the earth are gonna need more resources and are gonna have a huge impact, and way more emissions are gonna be like polluting the environment. So have one less child has the biggest impact, then cancel a transatlantic flight, then vegetarian diet, and the last, recycle. Can you see that recycling is not gonna solve any problem? So it's better to avoid the problem in the first place. Let's go ahead. What was the first country in the world to ban plastic bags? What do you think? Red, Australia, blue, Rwanda, yellow, Bangladesh, and green, New Zealand. What did you think was the first one to ban it? 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. Let's see those answers. Most of you think was New Zealand. I want to know in the chat after it why, but for your surprise was Bangladesh. So keep in mind that even though our conditions, we can keep taking good decisions and become references to others to change their path. We don't need to be developed to change anything. We can start from developing countries, for example, from the Caribbean, for example, and then became a reference. Let's go ahead. AC, stay in the first place. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Why are the Caribbean countries more vulnerable to the effects of climate change? Red, because of the location of the Atlantic Ocean Hurricane Road. Blue, there are many people living near the coasts and river banks. Yellow, because climate change events impact the agricultural sector. And green, all of the above. You have time, so let's see which one of you just answered the first you read, and then you saw that last one and was like, no, I did it. Why I did it? So everyone already answered? Can we missing? Yeah, we have it. Why are the Caribbean countries more vulnerable? 10 more seconds if someone is missing. Let's see. I want to see the answers. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Perfect. Like almost everyone like pressed the first one. And I know those 6 in red are because they didn't read in front the other options. So I know you guys and I understand you. It's all of the above. We are in a road that impact us. We are also living near the coast and we have agricultural like dependence that has a huge impact when we have those type of events. And all of that is a reason why we are vulnerable and why we need to have adaptation and mitigation actions in our countries. So you did great. Kimi T is coming in second place and it's going fast. Who are more likely to consider the effects of climate change? Red woman or blue man? What do you think? Who are more likely to consider the effects of climate change? Almost everyone, 3 more seconds. Go ahead, 2. Yeah, women are more likely to consider them, and we're gonna know in the next one why. Kimi, you are on fire. You have like 3 correct answers in a row. So let's see if you keep that. Why are women more vulnerable to the consequences of climate change? Why you say woman in the previous question? So let's see. Red, they tend to have less socioeconomic power than men. Blue, they tend to have roles as primary caregivers and food providers. Yellow, both of the above. And green, they are not really more vulnerable. Who said that? We are not. 5 seconds. And I think the jury is almost here. So let's see. Both of the above. That's right. Because we have less socioeconomic power, we as women, and they tend to have roles as primary caregivers. That's it. This is why we need to keep women on track when we're talking about climate change. AC is still in the first place. Let's see, why does investing in women have a positive effect on sustainability? What do you think? Red, they decide on household purchase. Blue, educated woman has a smaller footprint. Yellow, they are more likely to consider the effects of climate change. And 3, all 3. I think this one is a bit easy, but I just want you to keep that in mind when you take decisions in your enterprises, businesses. Let's see, 3 more seconds. And we are gonna go to the last one. Yes, all 3, you're right. And the last one, and let's see how the board is pretty stable. So let's see how it's gonna finish. That's the last chance, guys. And this is multi-selection. So I committed myself too. So what are the commitments you're gonna take today? Red, compute my ecological footprint. You can go to a webpage like footprintcalculator.org. Blue, spread the word about what I learned today. Yellow, to be conscious about what I eat and use. And green, follow Una Vaina Verde, which is the enterprise I'm representing today, for more information. So what are the commitments from you today? And it's multiple selections, so you can choose them all if you want. I like it. So I can see the commitments in here. And that's the main reason why we play this game, because in this competition, it's not just about winner, it's about like giving tools that you can use, skills that also you can use. And this is just a bite of what's coming next. So in the 3rd place, we have like that, a point. 2nd place, AC, and 1st place, what happened there? Because what's the change in the board? CM Pris, congratulations, you won. I wanna read you guys in the chat to see what did you thought about this game, what was surprising from you, and that was the final board, the winners. Let me read you, and for me it was a pleasure to share with you these few minutes just to give you a bite about sustainability. I hope you want and have the interest to keep looking for more and to bring those topics and those 3 pillars, which is profit, people, planet, to your businesses. Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much, Sayuris. A very inspiring quiz and eye-opening, very, very surprising, some of those answers. I'm sure even some of us that think we're aware of sustainable practices and trying to live a healthy lifestyle and a sustainable lifestyle, we're surprised by some of those responses. So thanks very much for joining us today and underlining again how great actually our finalists are and everyone else that submitted a proposal for a sustainable business to our MicroPitch competition. This is really where we need to go as a society, as I said before. Audience, I hope we're not done yet though, because we happen to have a tiebreaker on the audience favorite. So well done to all of you for having such great supporters. We are going to a tiebreaker on the audience favorite for who should win the MicroPitch competition public favorite prize tonight. So we're going to put up a slide now. We have these are the 3 competitors, the 3 finalists that all received an equal score for the audience poll that we did. So we're going to actually put up a new poll between Dr. Kimberly King, Miguel Huertas, and Jennifer Maynard to please, audience, when the poll pops up, please pick the winner. It's in your hands. Don't delay. This is how close, and this just shows how excellent all the pitches have been tonight, that just even based on the audience that have had no background and they've just watched your pitches tonight, all of you competitors, it's so close that we actually even had 3 competitors that came out joint first. So congratulations to all of you. And now everyone, please try and vote. You should have the poll up on your screens. I can tell you it's still pretty close. It's neck and neck. And take the moment to, we have probably around 80 people that can vote. So please go ahead and vote and choose your favorite tonight. The outcome of your vote will be receiving a prize tonight. Let's give it just another 30 more seconds. Anyone else that wants to vote, please vote. I think we had a similar amount of votes actually in the previous poll, so that's probably it for now. Maybe people are on their phones and they don't have access to the poll. And for anyone that's not able to vote, our apologies, and thank you everyone that has voted for the audience favorite tonight. Let's close that poll and move. I also have the great news that the jury has finished its deliberations. Thanks to our sponsors tonight, we're able to give these competitors, these excellent competitors, prizes. And I would like to start the award ceremony now. Thank you for your patience. We were a few minutes over time, over schedule, but I believe every minute has been worth it so far. So here we go, guys. It is the moment you've been waiting for, the MicroPitch Finals, CARICOM edition finals. And we are now going to invite our jurors one by one who are representing our sponsors tonight to announce the winners. And I would like to start by giving the floor, please, to Mr. Marlon Clark, who is the head of the cluster of prevention, recovery, and resilience at the United Nations Development Program for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. And Marlon, thanks to the UNDP's generous sponsorship, we're able to offer mentorship. As you can see here, this is the prize. Marlon, the floor is yours to announce the overall MicroPitch Best Entrepreneur Award.
Thank you very much, Floris. And again, thank you to all of the persons tonight that would have done excellent pitches. We had to take some time as part of our deliberation, but of course, we thank all of you, as I mentioned, are winners as part of this process. So if you can move to the next slide so we can make the announcement in terms of the winner.
Drum roll, drum roll. Are we getting another slide? No, I believe we have to just use the slide that's there. Marlon?
Yes, we don't get any further slides. It's just announcing it.
It's up to you, Marlon, to announce the winner. All eyes on you for the Best Entrepreneur Award, the overall winner of MicroPitch Caribbean CARICOM Edition 2021.
Okay, so the overall winner is Jody from Dominica.
Jody, we can't hear you, but we can see you celebrating.
Thank you. Okay, I worked so hard on this. Thank you, thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thanks so much. Thank you, guys. And I loved all the pitches. I wish there's some way that we can collaborate. So I'm looking to see if I can collaborate with some of them because I need some beeswax. So, so that would be great. Thank you so much.
Jody, it's our pleasure and congratulations from all of us. I believe that you convinced everyone with the passion for your business, your creativity, and the strength of your pitch tonight. So congratulations from all of us.
Thank you so much.
We're now going to go to our next award, which will be presented by Mr. Carlington Burrow, who's the Chief Executive Officer of the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, another one of our generous sponsors tonight, who is actually supporting us by offering participation in their Accelerated Growth Wheel program. Carlington, the floor is yours to announce the winner of the MicroPitch Best Female Entrepreneur Award. Carlington, I believe we can't hear you at the moment. You're keeping us in suspense. Maybe someone can step in from Frankfurt School. If you have the winners, maybe you can announce the winner, because I don't believe we have Carlington online at the moment. Klaus.
Yes, no, really. So it's my pleasure to announce the best female MicroPitch this afternoon. And the prize is going to Nikisha Topping. Nikisha, congratulations.
Thank God. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, everyone.
Well
Thanks,
done.
God.
Really excellent
Thank
job.
you.
Brilliant. Congratulations, Nikisha. Well deserved. You've convinced the jurors with your socially oriented business, targeting female artists and exporting the passion for Caribbean crochet artistry to the world. Very well done to you, and I hope you can make the very best of the prize there with all the mentorship and tutoring that's going to be available for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now our next prize is actually the audience favorite. And this will be presented by Yves Ferreira, who is the head of the Caribbean Regional Office for the European Investment Bank. This has been your vote, so let's see who the winner is. Yves, over to you.
Thank you, Floris. Again, a very hard battle to get a winner of the audience, and the winner of the audience is Miguel Huertas from Belize.
Congratulations, Miguel.
Miguel, congratulations.
Do you want to say a few words?
Great, excellent. Thank you to everyone for the opportunity that you give me today. And I congratulate all of you guys. All of you are winners as well. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Miguel, and wishing you every success with your nature-oriented business line and very much sustainability-oriented. We need bees or we won't survive. So from all of us, wishing you all the best with that. And congratulations on your convincing pitch. We're now going to go to the Social Media Award. And this is a prize that's being awarded to the business that over the course of the MicroPitch journey has generated the most buzz on social media. So it's really also been in your hands to see how much you can spread the word using social media and get interest for MicroPitch and your business. So actually Klaus Hesse, who's leading our consulting program for small, medium-sized businesses across the Caribbean, is going to announce the winner. Klaus.
Thank you much, Floris. It's well a pleasure now to announce the Social Media Award. And it was really incredible when we saw the numbers flying in Instagram and Facebook. I saw my cell phone the whole day and the whole night running, and always coming in new messages for many of them. But finally, we saw that again, Jody was the winner of the social media. So congratulations, Jody. Well done.
Thank you.
Motivated and inspired many of your friends and colleagues. Yes. So it was really excellent job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jody. And like I said, you have to come back and give the next training on social media presence is going to be led by Jody Dangleben from JD's Naturals.
It would be my pleasure.
You mentioned your TikTok following, and here the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Congratulations to you for creating that buzz and every success. Now we have a few specialized awards as well. Thanks also to our sponsors tonight. Our next award is actually the export category. And Annie Bertrand, who is the head of partnerships and resource mobilization at Caribbean Export Development Agency, will be announcing the winner for the Export Award, which is about a business that has the highest potential for export growth and supporting the objectives of, growing Caribbean businesses outside of national borders. Annie, the floor is yours.
Yes, it is my great pleasure to announce the winner of the certificate. And this time it goes to an exporter of services, which is actually represents a higher proportion of exports from the Caribbean. And so the winner is Venice Irving from Happy Teacher. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here and it's a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much.
Venice, very well deserved, and absolutely breaking down barriers and crossing borders with your business, based also on your own international experience. So very inspiring, and congratulations on that very well deserved prize. Our next prize is actually Jamaica specific. So it's relevant for the competitors from Jamaica tonight, of which we have two. It's going to be presented by Shoyege Edwards, who's an account manager in the payments division in Lasco Financial Services, another one of our sponsors tonight. Shoyege, over to you. Shoyege, we can't hear you just at the moment. Maybe some technical issues. Klaus, do you want to jump in and award the prize for the best Jamaican business?
Yes, this afternoon, the Jamaica MicroPitch Award is going to Cavell Hilton. She made a very good job and got the most. Very good, Cavell. Say hello to everybody, Cavell. Please come in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant and very well deserved. Bringing education to the people that need it most, looking at social impact and helping keep the youth engaged and giving them a brighter future. Congratulations to you, Cavell, on that prize. We also have a prize for Haiti, a specific prize for Haiti, which is being sponsored by Sofides and Sophie Conseil. And I'd like to please welcome Ipena Lucien, who's the manager of Sophie Conseil, to award the MicroPitch Haiti Award.
Thank you very much. First, congratulations to all the participants, to all the winners. And the prize goes to Joseph Candy Jules from Haiti. Joseph, congratulations.
Well done, Joseph. Can you hear us? Yes.
Congratulations to the other winners of the participants, and thank you for this award. Thanks to the organizers for supporting me. So I also want to share this award to all the Haitian entrepreneurs who are making a lot of efforts to make it happen unless the difficulties. So this award is not just for me, but for all of them. And I also want to greet the other co-founders of HighSpot who are putting a lot of efforts to make this business.
Joseph, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Can you say that again, please, and hold the microphone up, because I think it's important what you're saying. Your sound is coming in and out. Could you try and say that again and see if the connection's a bit better?
Yeah, is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I want to thank you for this award and congratulate. I want to congratulate all the other winners and also all the participants for their efforts. I know that it's not difficult. Having been for the fact that I have been a participant myself, I know that it wasn't easy to make it to the finals. I want to congratulate you, and I want to share my award with all the Haitian entrepreneurs who are making a lot of efforts to make it happen, unless all the difficulties and unless all the challenges. So I know that a lot of Haitian entrepreneurs deserve to be there today, and they are making enough effort to be there today. So this award is not just my award, but it's also their award. And also a huge thank to the two other co-founders of HighSpot, because they are among the best teammates someone can have. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Congratulations.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Joseph, and more inspiration from you, and wishing you every success in bringing Haitian products and business services to the USA and helping your community that way. And absolutely, we all echo your sentiments that congratulations go to everyone tonight. We would like to also have the announcement for the Belize Award for the best business from Belize tonight. Judith Leslie will be presenting this from who's a manager of credit delivery in Development Finance Corporation in Belize, probably very familiar to everyone that's attending from Belize tonight. Judith, please go ahead.
Hi, congratulations to all the winners. And for the Belize Award, the lucky person is Mark Jacobs. Congratulations, Mark. And the DFC looks forward to partnering with you to see how we can assist you as we move forward to realize your dreams. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So excited. It was a nerve-wracking just doing the presentation, but yeah, now it's just to build on what we already have and try to get this product out of our country. And congratulations to all the participants tonight. And yeah, very excited.
Thanks very much, Mark, and a well-deserved prize. Wishing you every success in bringing your sustainable solution for straws across outside Belize and around the world, hopefully creating lots of jobs and others community-driven, social, sustainable business from the Caribbean that we can support this way. So many congratulations. And for those that didn't get a prize tonight, well done for being here. You did an amazing job. Don't ever doubt that. I mean, the competition was fierce. You beat 180 other participants to get to this stage. That's every one of you beat 20 other businesses to get here tonight. You deserve every success. And we hope that the experience has been useful for you in developing your pitching skills, getting some ideas, maybe some inspiration, and that will help you get the funding you need to grow your business as soon as possible. Just to finish off tonight, I'd like to thank also the audience for joining us, but I'd like to give the floor to Yves, please, for the closing words.
Thank you, Floris. Again, congratulations to everyone. I'm going to try to put my camera on, but I'm told that as I ask you to start. Okay, perfect. I can start my video. No, it doesn't. It's not working. It gives the impression that I'm not paying my electricity bills, but that's not the case. Yes, now I can start my video. Is it going to work? No. Yes. No. 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 Anyway, from the dark, I just want to congratulate everybody, participants, finalists, organizers, sponsors, partners. It was really a fantastic event. I would say a very inspiring and stimulating event, a real tribute to the Caribbean unique entrepreneurship spirit. We heard a lot about well-being solutions, nature-based solutions, e-solutions, solutions with a community impact. It was really a wide range of fantastic stories. And of course, as Floris mentioned during the event, this is the way forward for sustainable business model, but also as a whole society. So indeed, we are all winners. Congratulations again. You now part of the MicroPitch family. It's a very large family all across the region. And I hope you'll be able to, again, support us in future events of this nature that we will be organizing in the future. Again, congratulations, well done, and see you next time.
Thanks very much, Yves. Indeed, we hope that MicroPitch will be back together with our sponsors and partners sometime in the future for more online training and more pitching training, and of course, more prizes and competitions. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you to everyone that participated and submitted their pitch and their business, and wishing you all a wonderful Christmas break and all the success in 2022.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank
you,
you.
everybody.
It was a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
It was great meeting everyone. Please reach
Thank you.
out on
Bye.
LinkedIn and
Merry
social
Christmas.
media.
Thank you. Happy
All the
Christmas to
best.
everybody. And happy successful business to everybody. Kimberly, we have to link up.
Definitely.
I'm gonna
Yes,
supply
Kimberly,
your
reach
game.
out.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you to everybody. Congratulations to everyone.
Congrats
It
to
was very
everyone.
good.
You did an
amazing job.
Thank you, Lucy. You did an amazing job. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, you to all the
Thank you,
finalists. It was very good. You did very
Thank
well.
you to everyone. Thank you
Good
to
job.
Marianne too.
Congrats, Jody and Nikisha. Awesome.
Congrats to everyone. Thanks for
Marianne is here. I was
sharing.
listening to you.
Congrats
She's
to
here.
everyone, and Cavell, look forward to having you on board with your gift, with your e-commerce platform. Jody, I'm gonna need some of those products. I need to know how to get them. Thank you. Okay, bye. Take care, everyone. It was my pleasure indeed.
Bye, Shaggy. Bye.
Klaus, we see each other on, congrats, Mark. Mark, if we actually have to put some of funding sources on the website, huh? I mean, Caribbean Export have the grants. You're gonna go for that, right, Mark?
Yeah, got to figure out stuff to get it outside of my country. Yeah, I have my country covered, but I need to expand.